This is 5.2, rates and unit rates. So a rate is a ratio of two quantities using different units. A unit rate compares a quantity to one unit of another. Equivalent rates have the same unit rate. So a nutrition label shows that every 1/4 of a cookie has 11/12 grams of sugar. How many grams of sugar are in a cookie? So we can make a ratio table like we did in 5.1, saying sugar to cookies, and whatever we are asked to get one of in our unit rate, we're going to put that on the bottom of our table. So cookies on the bottom because it said one cookie, and then we start with 11/12 and 1/4 as given in our problem. Then to go from 1/4 to 1, we can multiply by 4, and when we multiply, we are going to do the same on top and bottom. So 11/12 multiplied by 4 gives 11/3. So we have 11/3 grams of sugar. That's over 3, but not quite 4. So if I'm asked how many cookies are there for every gram of sugar, that means now I need a new unit rate, and I am trying to find 1 gram of sugar. So I'm going to start with my given information up here in the problem. So I have cookies to sugar, and that is 1/4 to 11/12, but now 11/12 needs to turn into 1. So we can multiply by the reciprocal, which is dividing by 11/12. So any number divided by itself makes 1. So dividing by 11/12 is the same as multiplying by 12 over 11. So 11/4 multiplied by 12 over 11 gives 12 over 44, reduces to 3/11. So we have 3/11 of a cookie for every gram of sugar. Let's say your faucet pours 1/3 of a gallon in 30 seconds. How much flows in 3 minutes? I need to first find the unit rate, then we're going to multiply by 3 to get the 3 minutes. So I need to figure out how much in 1 minute. So 1/2 I can multiply by 2, and then 1/3 I'm going to multiply by 2 as well to get 2 gallons, 2/3 of a gallon for 1 minute, then multiply that by 3 each to get 2 gallons in 3 minutes. How long would it take for your faucet to pour 5 gallons? So we're going to switch the table and find a new unit rate. So I need to figure out how long it takes for 1 gallon, so we put gallons on the bottom, and then that would be 1/2 minute for 1/3 of a gallon, multiply by 3 to get 1, and so multiply by 3 to get 3/2, and then multiply by 5 to get 7.5 in 5 for 5 gallons. So 7.5 minutes for 5 gallons. Let's say you hike up a mountain trail at a rate of 1/4 mile every 12 minutes. You hike 3 miles every 2 hours on the way down the trail. How much farther do you have to hike in 4 hours on the way down than in 4 hours on the way up? So we need to find the unit rate for 1 hour for each way, then we're going to find 4 hours for each way. So on the way up, they say that we go 1/4 mile in 1/5 of an hour, 12 minutes, so 12 over 60 is 1/5. Then figure out how much in 1 hour, multiplying by 5, and then in 4 hours, multiply by 4 for each. Then on the way down, they say that we go 3 miles in 2 hours, so find the unit rate by dividing by 2, and then 4 hours by multiplying by 4. So I have 5 hours, or 5 miles in 4 hours, versus 6 miles in 4 hours. So you go 1 more mile at your downhill rate compared to your uphill rate.